Hey, how you guys doing? This is Tyree here from Players Health Team. I want to walk you all through how to set up your profile. There's a couple ways that you're going to be introduced to Players Health Protect. And this is the platform that we're using. Our mission is to create the safest environment possible. Coach credentialing and compliance and making sure that staff and coaches are properly credentialed is a big part of safety here. And so when you go in, either you're going to get invited via email to go in and receive your login details, or you're going to use an integration via one of our tech partners, whether that be Demisphere, Stack Sports, Sport Engine, you name it. You can, depending on what platform your organization is using. If you've received an invite and your organization has you going through a landing page, this will be one of the easiest ways you can go through. You'll get an invite, log in, put in all of your details here, set up my password. And so I want to communicate that there's multiple ways to get into the system. Either your organization has an integration, or you're going to be invited. So I just want to make sure I make that clear, because your club administrator or state association admin should let you know exactly what path you should take. And then the first thing you'll be doing after you set up your profile is putting in your profile pic. So I'll put in my headshot really quick. Hear me cheesing. Once I do that, I have to sign my waiver. Now, depending on your organization, you may have more than one waiver. And so I can go in, and if you have more than one waiver, it'll show, but right now it only shows that I had one. Now I'm going into the background check process. I have a bunch of disclosures. It's going to ask me some questions, where I live. I'm going to have to go in here, and then I'm going to go through this whole process. So I'm going to always have to check these boxes, put in my information, and then now I'm going to have to make sure I put in and use my full name, first name, last name. You can have your middle initial, and then put in your address. Here in sunny Minnesota. And you want to make sure that you don't type in your state. You have to go through and make sure that you click the arrow down so that you can see the drop down. That's really important. A lot of people get stuck there. And then put your date of birth. I'm going way back. And then put in your address, your social. And then from here, you agree and you move forward. And now, one of the things you may get prompted with right after you move forward, you may have a coach pay system. So you're going to get a promo code, or you'll be prompted to pay some type of fee for your background check. What I just went through is what is called an org pay. I didn't have to go through and pay, and now I'm going into training. And so there's a bunch of different types of training that I want to show. Depending on your organization, you may have one of these types. So here is the Players Health Concussion CDC certification. I'm just going to skip through here for the purposes of us training today. You can go through, and once it finishes loading, it'll do what it needs to do, and you'll get that continue highlight. You still are going to have to sign here to confirm that you have learned. And that's one type of concussion training. Another type is you upload a certificate. And so this is, you could either link into the CDC training from our site, or you can link into the National Federation of High School Sports concussion training. And here are the training guides that we already have here so that you can go through that process. This will give you a very clear understanding around how to navigate those sites and get in and get your training. But once you have it done, say I did mine last week, I'm going to go in type in my CDC training, upload it. Once it is fully uploaded, I still have to click the upload certificate box. Once I click the upload certificate box, I'm good to go. And if you're in the state of Ohio, you may have additional training, or if you're in another type of organization, we may have more than just the concussion training or your abuse prevention training. But if you're in a different state or a state like Ohio, you may have Lindsay's Law. You still have to go through and watch all of these videos. These will be required for you to go through. And once you finish watching it, you can click continue. You'll still have to go through and sign all of your information here. And so now that I've done my training, you see I'm 100% on all of these. I still have to do my SafeSport training. Now, the SafeSport training, there's a couple ways that you can go through your SafeSport training. One, you can put in your completion code. And so if you have a completion code for your SafeSport, say you've done SafeSport previously and it's still valid for the date of that you're valid now. It has to be valid for more than a year. If it's still valid, you can copy and paste the completion code at the bottom of the certificate and copy and paste it here. You want to make sure that the date that you got issued that cert is there and it's correct. And so you want to make sure you use the correct date, make sure you copy and paste the completion code verbatim. If you haven't done your training and you need to do it, click proceed. That'll be the first thing you need to do. And then you're either go in as a net new user, which means it's US Soccer. We already have the access code. You don't need to do anything. Just click save. Now, if you already have an existing profile, click sign in. And if you are a net new user and you have, or this is maybe your first time coaching, you can go in, put in your first name, last name, email, put in the password, confirm that password, and continue, and you'll go in and finish your training. The cool thing about this integration is that once you've done with your training in within the SafeSports website, it'll automatically update here. And if it doesn't, and you have the certificate, just simply copy and paste the bottom completion code at the bottom of the certificate and input it here and the date, apply code, and you should be good to go. So this is just a quick tutorial to show you all how to go through it. Once you finish everything, you're going to get a completion congratulations page is going to pop up, and then you'll be into the system where you can go in and report potential abuse incidents and managing all of your training. And so this just allows you to be able to go in. As I said before, Players Health, we are here to help create the safest environment possible for an athlete to play the sport that they love. This information is very important. These trainings are very important, and we're always here to support you. If you have any questions or issues as you go through this process, don't hesitate to reach out to us at support@playershealth.com. Talk to you soon. Thank you.